This episode is brought to you by Fandango. People say fans are too distracted these days, but the truth is, when a great movie hits the screen, you show up. You stay glued, invested, part of the story. And without fans like you, there'd be no cinema magic, no shared moments. So head to Fandango.com to get tickets, stream, or rent or buy top movies and series. Fandango loves fans.
Protein is now at Starbucks, and it's never tasted so good. You can add protein cold foam to your favorite drink or try one of our new protein lattes or matcha. Try it today at Starbucks.
She's been pushing for a push present for a while, and rather than a diamond, I thought I'd get her the Mac Daddy of breast pumps instead, which she was totally excited about.
Okay, so first of all, a blender is not a romantic gift. Neither is a breast pump.
This is the plaintiff, Michelle. She says she owns a breastfeeding boutique, and the defendants purchased one of her high-end breast pumps online. 2 weeks after they got confirmation of delivery, the defendants called and said they never received the breast pump. She tracked the package and found it had been delivered to the defendant's billing address, which was at her mother's house. Next thing she knows, the defendants are disputing the charge. The money was refunded, and now they have a breast pump, and she has no money. She's suing for $1,285, the amount she's owed. These are the defendants, Jay and Valsama. Jay says he ordered the breast pump for his wife, but the package never showed up at their house in Chicago. He disputed the claim with PayPal because they never received what they paid for, and the seller refuses to send them a new pump. They're accused of being boobs.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right. Everyone's asked to be referred to only by their first names. Okay. So Away Baby Essentials represented here by Michelle. You're the owner? Mm-hmm. Okay. You are suing Jennifer, who is going to be represented here by Jay. You are Jennifer's husband.
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer's not here at all.
Right.
Okay. And Valsama, who is your mother-in-law.
That's my mother.
Jennifer's mom.
My lovely mother-in-law.
Okay. I hope you said that with full...
Absolutely. No.
Okay. Without a trace of sarcasm. All right. You're suing them for $1,285. The amount of the cost of a breast pump that you sent, that he had reversed on the credit card. Mm-hmm. All right, start to tell me the tale of woe.
The defendant placed an order online, purchased a breast pump through our company. We processed.
How big is your company?
We're a small business, but you know. We're a group of nurses. So, you know, this is what we do. We've been doing it for years. We love what we do.
Okay. Do you actually have inventory, or you like
yes.
you have the inventory stocked up somewhere?
The hospital-grade breast pumps are capital equipment. That's not items that we keep on stock. So we do special order them, right. And that's clear on our site that they are special order items because of the value of them. Other items like regular breast pumps, we keep in stock so that we can always ship them out whenever a mom, you know.
How much volume do you do? Like, how many things do you ship out a month?
I don't have an exact, tons would be the answer.
Tons,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's the truth. We do a high volume of breast pumps. We're affiliated with hospitals on their discharge paperwork. So
that's great.
You know, if moms need a pump on their way out, they'll call us, and we ship all over the U.S.
Okay. All right, well, good for you. All right, so, and are you still nursing or no?
Yes.
By nursing, I mean acting as a nurse.
Yes.
Okay.
I am not actively nursing, but yes, I am still a nurse.
Okay,
yes.
Go ahead.
So basically, they went online, ordered a pump, shipped the pump to the defendant.
Okay, but let's talk about that. Don't skip over that part. What actually happened when you were going to... when they ordered the pump, you have one address for the shipping address.
That's correct, Your Honor.
A different address for the billing address.
Yes.
Why?
The billing address for a credit card is in a different state than where we actually live.
So the billing address for that credit card is her mom's address?
Right.
In Texas?
In Texas.
And the shipping address is in?
In Chicago.
Chicago.
Right.
So what happens when you go to ship it?
The pump was shipped to their Texas address, which was their
but hold
billing
on.
address.
They gave you the
shipping
Chicago address to ship it there. Why didn't you ship it there?
Either because it was an inaccurate address or it was just by error.
I think it was by error. But in any event, you sent it to Texas. That's what happened. And then what happens?
So the pump was shipped to them. We require a signature. Her mother signed for the pump, so she actually received...
You got the pump, right, ma'am?
I got the pump, but ma'am, I did not sign for that pump. You know, when I opened my door to get my mail, and it was at the door, and I picked that packet and I left it inside my house on the dining table because I thought it was my son's packet. I didn't even look at that name.
It was addressed to her daughter.
Right. Do you actually have her signature, just out of curiosity?
I do have her signature.
Yeah, let me see.
And on the shipping label, it does have her daughter's name, Jennifer, last name, their last name.
According to UPS?
And I contacted them, yes.
Either way, it doesn't really matter because you acknowledge you got it, but I was just curious. Is that your handwriting?
This is it don't look like my handwriting. I can sign in front of you.
No, that's all right because it doesn't really matter because you acknowledge it, you got it.
Right.
All right, so you get it and it's a breast pump, and then what happens?
I left it on my dining table. I thought, my son during the December time, he ordered a lot of stuff, and
Wasn't it addressed to your daughter?
yes.
Okay, so don't you open it up and call your daughter, say you got a package here, open it up and tell her?
I work night, and I don't have time to look through. And since
I'm sorry, you have a package addressed to your daughter. Your daughter has a baby. The package comes from, the baby's how old?
4.5 months. Her name is Sophia.
Okay, I have a Sophia.
I know.
It says Away Baby Essentials, so it's baby and it's essential. And there's your daughter's name on it, and you don't open it up, call your daughter and tell her what's in it?
no, I did not look
What
at
kind of
that.
mother are you?
I mean, Your Honor, I don't, I did not order anything, so I thought it was my
Okay, so then
son's
what
package.
happens?
It does say on the package, it has the manufacturer's name, and on the package it says Medelia Symphony Breast Pump.
Okay, which is the Mac Daddy of breast pumps.
It is.
It is. Okay. So then what happened? By the way, the breast pump was $1,200.
It's $1,285.
Yeah, this is the Porsche of breast pumps.
Yes,
okay.
it is. Very efficient and effective.
Yeah.
The gold standard. The
Gold
benchmark.
standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, so when do we find out that there's been a problem? Because apparently mom is just, I don't know what she's doing, because she sees breast pump, she may not know that company, but she sees it's addressed to her daughter, she sees that it says Away Baby Essentials, and she apparently doesn't open it up, call her daughter, or talk to her daughter at any point in time. So when do you find out?
Well, when the pump is shipped requiring a signature, an email is automatically sent to the email address that they left, which was to him.
Okay.
So he was aware that he was receiving a breast pump and that it had been shipped to that address.
So when do you find out there's a problem?
2 weeks later.
What happens?
Then I receive an email stating we never received our package.
They ordered it when?
They ordered it on December the 7th, and it was signed for on December the 19th. And then the emails start about 2 weeks or so later.
Okay. And he tells
Right
you
at the
we
end of
never
the
got
year.
our pump. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that they're demanding that another pump be sent out to them or a full refund for that item.
Let me see the email.
Here's the stack of emails. They're like the second page in.
Okay, so you're waiting for a breast pump,
Right.
Which is kind of urgent.
Yeah,
I guess.
because she's been pushing for a push present for a while, and rather than a diamond, I thought I'd get her the Mac Daddy of breast pumps instead, which she was totally excited about.
Okay,
So
first of
she's-
all, a blender is not a romantic gift. Neither is a breast pump. You should have gotten her the diamond and the breast pump. Okay.
The diamond's coming probably after this whole
Okay,
ordeal.
yeah, better. So when do you send them the first email saying I haven't gotten it?
It was 4 weeks after I ordered it, approximately.
Are
4
you
weeks.
telling me that for 4 weeks your mother-in-law didn't call you and say you have a package here?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I thought
Okay,
that
whatever. But okay, where's breast pump? Where's breast pump? What happened? Where's the breast pump?
The breast pump is in their possession as well as the full refund.
The breast pump is in transit right now.
What do you mean the breast pump is in transit?
So after this whole ordeal...
Wait. What do you mean the breast pump is in transit?
So after this whole ordeal, once we figured out, because, she didn't tell us where the package was for a few weeks, the brother came back finally from his travels. He's like, hey, there's this package here. And I'm like, holy cow, like this lady's been emailing me and harassing me about this package. I keep on telling
Harassing you?
Yeah, she said she called the cops on her for not doing
Slow down.
You can read the email.
What is the date of the email you're referring to, sir?
I have it right here.
Okay. You can hand it up.
They were aware that they were receiving the package because
we have attempted to, on December 26th, they write, we have attempted to contact you via telephone. There's been no response. We ask that you contact us right away regarding your order. Here's our number. We can have that order shipped from Texas to Illinois, meaning you'd send a slip.
We did.
So they don't, and you did. All right. But I need to speak with you right away. Because you know that you've sent it to their billing address.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's not a stranger who got it.
Yes. And I know that, the person who signed for it was a family member. It was
because they had the same last name. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you say, unfortunately, the person who signed for this item will need to return it to us right away, or we will contact the police department and file a report, as well as a fraud report. So she's telling you it got sent to Texas.
Right.
So why on December 26th aren't you calling your mother-in-law?
We did call my mother-in-law, and she responded. She doesn't know. There's no package here.
Is that true? He contacted you on the 26th. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no package here for you?
No, I cannot recollect that because...
Of course not, because that didn't happen. Because if your son-in-law called you and asked you, all right, whether you have a package for our daughter, you would walk over to the 10 packages that are waiting for your son and see if one of them was for your daughter, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Now, what do you say your mother-in-law said? Tell me what you say your mother-in-law said.
She basically decided she just puts all the packages in the corner, and it's the son that kind of takes care of this kind of stuff. Like, she just doesn't really, if any packages come, I tell the son, hey, is there any mail for us or whatever.
I'm sorry. I want to know, Ma, do you have our pump? Can you go over and look at the boxes? And she said, no, you come to Texas and look?
Right, so she said
that's
that
what she said? It would be funny except for one thing. He reverses the charges with the credit card company when?
It's on that slip. So they filed it.
He reverses the charges when?
24th.
The 24th of what?
December.
That's right. That's right. So he reverses the charges, and now he knows by the 26th, I'm convinced, when you tell him, look, this is where it got sent to. Now he knows that you sent the pump to the wrong place and that the pump is not missing in action, that the pump is there. Okay?
Right.
And on the 24th, you got your credit card to reverse the charges. So I'm sure, like an honorable, honest person, once you found out that the pump was at your mother-in-law's and was on its way to you to correct the error, you, of course, called the credit card company and told them, please go ahead and charge my credit card back because I shouldn't get a bonanza because of their stupid mistake. These are people who are trying to earn a living. This is a company of a group of women who are trying to make it in this economy, and they are out the money of the breast pump. That's what you did, right? You called immediately and had your credit card company charge you again.
Yes, I did.
Let me see.
Well, they said there's a 2-cycle billing cycle, so I have to call after 2 billing cycles.
You have to call after 2 billing cycles. Let's just see about it. Let's think this one through. Okay.
Because they have time to respond to the dispute on credit.
What time do they have to respond to a dispute?
I don't
what time do they need? It turns out you disputed something and the problem got solved. First of all, you have the pump, okay? Because I checked out FedEx. I saw that they sent it FedEx. I saw that your side signed for it. So I know you have the... What is funny to you?
What
do you do for a living?
I said that we
What do you do for a living?
I'm a property manager.
What does your daughter do for a living?
She's a doctor.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So who's shadier overall? Consumers or business people?
I think that consumers are a lot more shadier. I work at Bed Bath & Beyond, and we have returns every day for things that...
They already use.
Yeah, that don't work after they use them.
That's your point. What do you think, sir?
I think the consumers are a little bit more shady. They have more leeway to be shady, where business people are...
This is interesting. I want to see if we can go for a trifecta here. What do you think?
I think business people are more shadier. I think that's just my opinion. I have really no reason.
I'm surprised the majority was consumers down here going inside the courtroom.
I said I had the pump.
You said you had the pump when?
When I said they were sending the package.
You said when to whom that
Earlier
you have
today,
the pump?
Your Honor, today I said.
Today you said it's in transit because you're a liar and you can't remember what you said when you said it. You and I both know you have the pump. But you didn't know that I know that you had the pump because you didn't think that I'd check it out. Your exact words, first of all, your answer to the complaint, which you just read and signed, says, we don't have a pump. Now, your answer is because your mother-in-law is standing next to you and she knows what a worm you are. Now it's in transit. This thing got shipped weeks ago. So I know that it already had to be there. So I took the time before I walked out here to check it to see if it was received. And you already have the pump. So everything you've said so far has been a lie. What is your defense here? What exactly do you think should happen? In a fair, sane, and honest world, sir, what do you believe should happen?
I think Michelle breached the contract. However, in fairness, since we did get the pump eventually, she should get the money, and we should get a little bit of money for having to ship it from Texas to Chicago.
You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
I think that's what should happen.
Really? Why? Because I've humiliated you?
No.
Because you walked in here defending yourself.
Well, it's a breach of contract, Your Honor.
And therefore what? Therefore what?
Well, that's why. Well, she.
And therefore what? What is that? Like a slots? Like that means that you don't pay for the thing? You have yet to place a phone call to your credit card company to tell them you should put the charge back.
That's incorrect, Your Honor. They said you have to wait 2 billing cycles.
To say that you incorrectly disputed something, do you understand how incredibly asinine that sounds?
I do.
Yeah, that's not true. All you have to do is call the credit card company. So you're an honorable man, right? So you're going to do that, right?
I already did.
Oh, good. Well, we're going to have you do it right in front of us. Officer McIntosh is going to watch you place that phone call and ask them to put it back on your credit card because you have the pump, correct?
I do, yeah.
That's right. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a free tape of this trial so that if after that he decides that he's going to try to charge your credit card and dispute the thing again, you have him on tape. And then maybe they'll just cancel the credit card when he does that because they know they can't trust him.
But at the time I disputed it, it had not arrived.
Yeah. Then had it arrived before you started talking to me or did it magically arrive during the trial?
That was after we.
What does the phrase in transit mean, my friend?
Gavel.
Get you out of your misery? It's not funny. It's not funny. All day long I deal with thieves. I didn't expect it out of you. And you ought to be very ashamed, especially that you're standing next to your mother-in-law when it happened. Ma'am, were you out any money in order to send it from one place to the other? Like, did you have to pay FedEx?
Yeah.
All right.
I had to pay
Did
for
you
it.
send him the free slip?
I sent him the slip.
Okay. You get that money back if it's not used, right?
Yes.
Okay. May I see what you are out? Do you have a receipt for it?
I gave the receipt.
Okay. Got it. Since it's your error, I'm going to order you to pay to her the $18.33, which is probably a wash with because you were obviously willing to do that before. I am, in fact, resolving this case by finding in your favor in the amount that you are asking for, and you are going to sit with him and watch him place the call to the credit card company. Good luck, folks.
All right, both sides a little, please.
Here's the defendant right here. Step right in here. What's going through your mind now?
I just feel so emancipated right now. I haven't slept in around 8 days, and I think
Why not?
It's just so hard to be me.
Really? What's so difficult about being you?
Mustache.
Not very original. Right this way.
Right around the corner, please. To the right, man. Right this way, please. Thank you.
All right, come on in here. You satisfied how this works out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What was it like dealing with that character?
It was a business transaction, so there was nothing personal.
Mm-hmm. You got your money?
Yes, which I'm grateful for. You know, my hope is that he will deal with people more honestly and more fairly in the future.
Harvey?
Well, I got to tell you something. In this case, the consumers were the frauds here, and it's a good thing. I mean, at a point, business people, even if it's not a lot of money, business people need to stand up to this kind of stuff because you know what? Ultimately, it ends up costing all of us more money when people do what these people did. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Spring is starting at the Home Depot, and we're bringing you low prices guaranteed so you can wake up your yard this season. Shape up your lawn with top brand outdoor power tools like this Ryobi 40-volt mower with up to 50 minutes of runtime. Bring in a splash of color with spring blooms and fresh plants from the Home Depot Garden Center. Then refresh your garden beds and keep them clear of weeds with Vigoro Mulch, 3 bags for $10. Start your spring with low prices guaranteed only at the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
K-pop demon hunters Haja Boy's breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja Boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
This is the plaintiff, Eli Navon. He says his employee parked his tractor-trailer truck in the loading dock of the building he's worked in for over a year. And the manager of the building contacted the defendant and had the thing towed. When he investigated, he discovered the defendant didn't actually tow it. He broke into it, hotwired it, and drove it to his tow yard. He was forced to pay the guy to get the thing back and is suing for $3,000, the amount of the tow, and for damages. This is the defendant, Gary Matarazzo. He says he towed an illegally parked truck, and when the plaintiff found out about it, he was quite upset. Before he even retrieved the truck, he was already complaining about damages and the millions of dollars worth of merchandise in the back. Bottom line, they've been in business for 20 years, did the job correctly, and don't owe the hot-headed plaintiff anything. He's accused of trucking into court.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says his employee parked a tractor-trailer truck where he works, and the defendant had it towed, actually hot-wired it. But the defendant says it was illegally parked, so tough. It's the case of you trailer trash.
Thank you, Douglas. Eagle Van Lines Moving and Storage, represented here by Eli Navon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You are suing Easy Towing and Recovery, represented here by the owner, Gary Matarazzo?
Yes.
Okay. You're suing him for $3,000. You want returned to you the cost of the tow plus damages that you say they did when they towed your tractor trailer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What happened?
Okay. So on December 19, I got a phone call from my driver that somebody is going to tow his tractor trailer from the loading dock, that we are loading the tractor trailer.
Okay, I don't understand. Tell me about the loading dock. This is a loading dock that belongs to what company?
This is a loading dock that belongs to my building where I'm renting my space from.
You're a tenant.
Correct.
Do you have a right to park the tractor trailer there?
Absolutely. I'm loading it.
Who called the tow company?
The management company, because they did not recognize the tractor trailer. This is my driver.
It's not like it's a little Honda, a silver Honda. It's the tractor trailer.
Correct.
How do they not recognize it?
It's
not normally there.
No, it's owner-operator tractor trailer that's operating for my company. It's an owner-operator.
But it's never been there because they don't recognize it.
No, it was there before, and they didn't recognize it, and we don't understand why they didn't recognize it, but they called the towing company.
But doesn't it have your name of your company next to it?
No, it was the owner-operator name on the tractor trailer.
So it wasn't yours?
It was owner-operator that working for me.
And after it all happened, did you talk to them and set up some system so this doesn't happen again?
Yes.
And what's the system?
They supposed to check into it, and they still investigating why the manager of the building and the security guard called the towing company to tow a truck that he could find out that it was belonged to me.
Does anybody have a picture of the tractor trailer so I can see how big the item is we're talking about?
Yes.
And how long had that thing been parked there for the management to
24
say?
hours.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's up to you to let management know that some third-party guy's going to park there instead of management trying to fish you out and finding out which of the 6 floors decided to have a third-party park there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't know about that whole thing. Well, that's one of the things you're suing for is that you feel that they should pay for the cost of the tow. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, this kind of stands out like a sore thumb. Right.
That's the rest of it.
Wow. Yeah, kind of big. Kind of big. Kind of big. So you get a call. Who do you get a call from? The management?
The management built
And the
company,
management
yes.
tells you There's some tractor trailer here, I don't know who they are, and blah, blah, blah.
The management company stated when they called that there's a tractor trailer that's been here all night long. They're not supposed to be here all night long. I could show you the sign that's right by the loading dock.
Right. And?
And they don't know whose it is. Can you please come down and get it out of here?
Okay. Tenant loading and unloading only. So he just leaves it there for how many hours?
From what I understand, it was there 24 hours. It was there overnight.
Okay. So you get the call, you tow. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what your contract says.
Yes.
And then what happens? How do you tow this thing?
He did. You have to break it apart. And
What does break it apart mean?
You have to separate it, like the first pictures. We have to separate the tractor from the trailer.
How do you do that? Mechanically, how do you do that? Tell me, describe the situation. You get the Hulk over here with the wrist pads or you just reserve him for the tow so nobody intimidates the tow truck driver?
Something like
how
that.
Do you get it? How do you get it disconnected?
You have to crank the trailer up, disconnect the air lines, disconnect the electrical, pull the tractor out.
Okay.
Have,
physically pull it, or
with a tow truck.
With the tow truck is what pulls it off the thing.
In this case, the ignition was left on, so it actually helped us to pull it out of the bay.
What do you mean the ignition was left on?
The ignition's left on inside the
I don't know what that means. Do you mean the car was thing was running?
It was able to start. We were able to push the button.
Yeah, I understand, but the ignition was left on, meaning what? It was running? You don't mean
No, it wasn't running.
Okay.
We were able to just start it and pull it out of the bay.
Come on up. Somebody else thinks they can do better. Who's this? Who are you?
I'm the tow truck driver.
Oh, good. Okay. What'd you do?
All right.
In this case?
In this case,
you
yes.
towed this.
I towed that.
Talk
yes.
to me.
All right. What happened was the truck was in the loading dock, and you put the key in the ignition, and then there's a start button. So the ignition was left on the on position.
Even though the guy took the key?
Even though he must have left it on the on position, so then there's a push button that says
because there was no key.
Right, there was no key.
But when you pressed the push button, you were able to start it.
Started, right.
And the door wasn't locked?
What? The door? No, the door was unlocked.
Unlocked?
Right, the door was unlocked.
So how did you get in? Just opened?
Yeah, just opened the vehicle.
So this truck driver left his truck with an unlocked door and a...
On position.
Do you own this vehicle, sir?
No, my driver owned the vehicle.
Where's your driver? Is he here?
He's in California right
When
now.
you say your driver owns it, how are you the person who's suing in court for damages to a vehicle that you don't own?
I'm the one that had to pay for the damages because they broke the lock of the truck and they
But why
drove
would
the
you,
truck.
just out of curiosity, why would you agree to pay for the damages?
Because he's my owner-operator, and I asked him to park the tractor over there for me to put a job in the tractor, and it was a job in the tractor that I put the same evening, and the next day I was supposed to continue the job. So I put the job.
So I'm sure your management, of course, is reimbursing you for the tow because you were so legally parked?
They don't reimburse me for nothing, no.
Right, because they don't recognize his truck. They don't recognize it. Do you have a right to park overnight in the loading dock?
Of course, we did it more than once, and we never had a problem.
But those trucks all have your name on it.
Our name and owner-operator's name. And then when I found out how much it will cost me the tow, they told me that they towed the unit with 2 units, and my worker arrived at the warehouse at the security guard, and he asked him how they took the truck out, how they towed the truck. So he said they never towed the truck, they just drove it out. So he said, so how they got into the truck? So he said he broke and I have a picture.
Who said that?
The security guard.
Oh, is the security guard here to testify?
No, but I have my worker that was there with the security guard when he told me that they broke into the truck.
Right, but the security guards, okay, do you have an affidavit from the security?
No. No.
Okay.
So, can the owner of the property tow this truck if it sits there for 24 hours?
I think so. Yes, it's his property, so he has a right to do so.
Is that basically a man's home and is his castle? Is that the point?
Absolutely. I mean, if it is affecting business, he's got to get that thing moved.
What if it's not affecting business? You just don't want it there.
I think it's still your property, and you have the right to do whatever you want.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
There's 2 things you're suing for. One of them is the tow, and you lose on that. You absolutely lose on that because they do exactly what the manager of the building says. The manager called them. Sue the manager if you feel that the management inappropriately towed you and that any third party can park there overnight. That's between you and your management figuring out a system where you have a right to do what you say you did, but it's certainly no skin off their nose. They're supposed to tow. When they're asked to tow, they did exactly what they were asked to do. They didn't do anything wrong. We have a second issue, and the second issue is, did they damage the truck? okay? If they damage the truck and you can prove that they damaged the truck, then you can collect on the damage to the truck. The problem that we have is a multitude of problems. Number one, you don't even own the truck. The owner of the truck is the person who has the right to sue. And you're coming in here and suing instead of the owner of the truck because you keep saying, well, he's my employee. I don't care if he's your lover. It doesn't matter. It's who owns the truck that has standing in court. You cannot win this judgment under any circumstances. So I strongly suggest that that guy file a lawsuit and claim his damages if he can prove it. As far as your part of the lawsuit where you're suing to recover the cost of the tow, they win. And if you feel that it was inappropriately towed, go sue your building for a reimbursement of the tow. But they didn't do anything wrong, and they're not going to return the tow. This case is dismissed. You cannot sue them. You don't have standing to sue them. That's my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Plaintiff coming out of the courtroom empty-handed. What's your reaction to this?
I understand what the judge said about the responsibility of the driver, about the damages and everything, but I think...
You just didn't have enough evidence here or enough witnesses.
So we're going to take it to another court with the driver, and we will complete the
What about suing the building for the return of the tow?
We are dealing with the building, too. They also in fault in this case.
Okay. So you're still renting there, and you're still doing business with that building?
Yes.
How's your relationship with them?
Pretty good till now.
Till now, right. Okay, right around this way. And
thank you.
Head there. And all right, so you come on in. Here come the big guys. The tow guys are never very popular.
We're never popular.
No, you're not in a popular business. But in this case, was there damage?
No.
I mean,
absolutely not.
Well, what do you think he's trying to claim on you?
They're just trying to get money back from a mistake they made.
Well, what does he do? Hey,
he's our bodyguard.
Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to give him the last word on this case. What is it?
It's bunk.
Harvey.
You know, I got to say real quick, I don't see how the management company is responsible. That truck, there was no way they would know who owned the truck, and also it was just parked there too long. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Get the most out of your vehicle with GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco original equipment. The only parts designed, engineered, tested, and backed by General Motors. You can find your perfect fit for most makes and models and choose from 3 tiers of parts, including GM OE or gold and silver aftermarket parts. Visit gmparts.com for more information.
This is the plaintiff. Linda speaks. She says the defendant was her landlord for 3 years, and just as she was about to move into another place, Hurricane Sandy hit, and she was stuck. She had to stay in the defendant's apartment a little longer after her move-out date due to the storm, and the louse is now giving her a hard time about returning her security deposit. Some people. She's suing for $1,560 for her security and unwanted stress. This is the defendant, Albert Frederick. He says the plaintiff didn't move out on time, kept stalling him about when she was going to be vacating, and left a bunch of her stuff in the place. He had to get her abandoned belongings removed, and he had every right to keep a portion of the ungrateful plaintiff's security. So there. He's accused of not providing any relief.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant took advantage of her in the wake of Hurricane Sandy by not returning her security deposit. But the defendant says the plaintiff lingered and didn't move when she was supposed to. So tough. It's the case of landlordy lord.
Thank you, Douglas. Linda speaks. You are suing Albert Frederick, your former landlord, for $1,560, $560 of it, the balance of the security deposit that he kept that you think he wrongfully kept, and $1,000 because you're angry.
Yes.
$1,000 extra for stress.
Stress.
Why'd you go so low? You could go high. Why don't you just say like $1 million for stress?
Oh, I could change it.
Okay, yeah, all right. Talk to me, Miss Speaks. Speak to me.
Okay, I lived there from, I think it was 2009, I moved there. He was a good landlord until I gave him the the 60-day notice that I was moving.
Okay, were you on a month-to-month or a year?
No, year to year. I have
year to-
Section 8, so it was year to year.
Okay, so the 60 days were 60 days from the end of that term anyway.
Right.
You were just letting him know I'm not renewing.
Right.
Okay, when you were on Section 8, that means you were having federal help to pay your rent.
Yes.
How much?
$650.
You were paying $650 and the government was paying?
The rest of it.
Okay, and the rent was what?
$13.
Okay, so so then what happened?
I was supposed to move out of the apartment the end of October.
Right.
But the Sandy thing happened.
The hurricane.
The Hurricane Sandy happened.
What kind of damage did that place sustain?
None. It didn't
Nothing?
really, no.
Okay, so it's just the rest of the city was a problem. What city are you from?
Jersey City.
Okay.
It was shut down where we had no lights or anything.
No lights?
No lights, no electricity, no nothing.
Okay. No. What does no nothing mean?
It didn't have no lights.
Other than lights, did anything else happen?
No.
Did it have heat? Did it have?
It didn't have nothing. No heat, no hot water.
So what else didn't it have besides lights? It had no heat?
No heat, nothing at all. The lights was gone, the heat was off, everything.
Okay, who lives in that house? Just
It was
you?
me and my 2 kids.
Okay, you don't live in that house?
Yes, my family also live downstairs.
Okay, so you live downstairs, she lives?
Upstairs.
And then is there another family or that's it?
No, that's it.
Okay, so did everybody have to clear?
No, just she moved down. She
Okay.
moved.
So you were the plan was, if there hadn't been a hurricane,
right.
The plan was that you had another apartment on November 1st?
Yes.
Okay. And so Section 8 was paying for that apartment?
No, they never had paid any rent to nobody because with the Sandy, the hurricane, everything was shut down, so I didn't move. I didn't have an apartment available. The one that I went and had got,
right?
They couldn't do nothing because everything was shut down. Section 8 never opened until like 8 days later.
Right. So
I went and got a U-Haul and just put everything in storage.
So then what happened?
The day of the blackout, we was outside. I went out to charge my phone in the car because I needed some heat because I was cold. So he was standing outside. So I said, Fred, can you come here for a minute? He said, sure. So I had a conversation. I was like, with the Sandy business, I can't leave. And he was like, no, everything is okay. I know you can't go nowhere without no electricity, no lights or nothing, nor where could you go? So I was like, it's not going to be a problem. I could get my security deposit back in if this happened. He said, yeah, sure, it's no problem. And I said, okay. And we just had a conversation.
You tell me about that conversation.
Okay, the time when she's supposed to leave on November 1st, she didn't actually leave, as she said, because of Sandy. Now, as far as after the Sandy was over, or after the storm was over, she said she was leaving that weekend. The weekend came. She said the place wasn't ready where she was going, and she needed more time. I said, well, when are you going to leave? She said, by the weekend.
But now, and she should pay for it. The place had no heat?
Right.
No water?
Right.
And no electricity?
It had water.
It had water?
Yes, but it wasn't hot water.
But it wasn't hot water, and it was. And you, as a landlord, have an obligation to provide those things. I understand that there's,
the hurricane. That's
the
what
hurricane happens, but so she has to pay rent. Why? If she can't really live there because there's no hot water, no heat.
Okay, when she left there, she left everything that she didn't want.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like the refrigerator. I have everything on the the video.
Okay, let me see the video from your phone. Wow, dirty pots. Food in it and mold? Oh, it's disgusting. Spaghetti, rice, holes in the wall, luggage. That luggage is hers?
Whatever's in there, that's what she left.
The blow dryer. Why didn't you take the blow dryer?
This is funny.
A TV. What was wrong with the TV?
Your Honor, he's sitting here. He's trying to make
No, just tell me what was wrong with the TV.
There wasn't nothing wrong with the TV.
Why'd you leave it behind?
Because he told me he was going to throw the TV out for me because I didn't want it. The TV was too heavy.
A fish tank, a perfectly good fish tank?
Yeah, this was the stuff he was going to put in the storage.
Why does he have to put storage for you? You're not even paying rent.
No, he had wanted to. He said, because I was going to throw everything out. He said,
but why were you going to throw out a perfectly functioning TV?
Because I didn't have enough room for that.
Because you have so many TVs in your new place. And why am I paying your rent?
So, can the landlord deduct the cost of moving the tenant's stuff from the security deposit?
I would say I'd do it. I mean...
You would deduct it?
I would deduct it. I mean,
why?
Work. I gotta take all that out. I gotta take it.
Well, there you go. Who can say it without swearing?
Well, yeah, like if you're gonna take the time to like rent or get someone to move all that stuff out, you should be able to deduct it out of the security deposit.
Sounds eminently reasonable to me, going inside the courtroom.
Why wouldn't you give away the TV?
Can I explain it? This is what I was gonna do. I was going to give it away, but
why didn't you find another storage? Why does he have to get storage for you? You left the place a complete pigsty with stuff thrown everywhere. What was that about?
Can I see that? Because it was not no stuff thrown everywhere.
Okay, hold on. This is what I want to do. I want you to see this from the beginning.
No, I'm not a nasty person.
Oh, wait, there's another TV. How many TVs?
It was one.
No, there's two TVs.
Two.
No. Oh, no. I don't think you're going to get off that easy. I want you to see what you left behind.
I'm not trying to get off.
What you left to be somebody else's problem. How did you end up getting... Well, first of all, did you have to do her dishes for her? Because there's huge chunks of mold growing in the food you left behind in the pan. You couldn't even do that much, at some point. I mean, obviously, you took the stuff you wanted. You couldn't at least do that. You just said, the heck with them. And then left 2 TVs behind? You can afford to do that? I can't afford to do that.
Because he said he was going to put the stuff in.
Yeah, no. It's up to him to pack your stuff and clean your...
It was not up to him.
You know what? No. I understand that he does not ever... Look, even though it's an act of God, you can't charge full rent if there's certain things you're not providing. There needs to be an adjustment. But when I make that adjustment down for that, and I say you can't charge full rent, you can't charge $41.90 for rent because you weren't providing it, I immediately go back up when I see all the stuff that he had to do for you. This isn't his job to do for you. Did you have to pay somebody to get this stuff out?
To get rid of the TVs.
Or you had to get rid of the stuff?
No, I had to pay somebody to get rid of the TVs.
Who cleaned up the place?
I cleaned it up.
Yeah, no.
I had to clean it up because
my verdict is for the defendant.
All right, both sides. So the plaintiff comes out of the courtroom right here, steps over to the hallway, and you look puzzled.
Yeah, it's all right. He's a liar.
What did he lie about?
About the stuff that he was going to take downstairs. I should have just had somebody remove it.
Yeah, well, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, lesson learned. He's just a money-hungry landlord.
Right, okay, well, you did leave a lot of stuff behind, right? Was it because of the hurricane confused everything and
No,
made
it wasn't.
things difficult?
No. It was just stuff he was going to put in his storage.
Okay.
Just a money-hungry landlord, that's all.
All right. Okay, step on in, and here he is, what she calls a money-hungry landlord. What?
No, I'm not. We were being very lenient to her. She stayed there for the 3 years. She was always late, and we never paid her any charge late fee. And now she decided to leave. She was a clean tenant all the time, and now she decided to leave. She left everything there for me to clean up and expect me to give her back a whole security, do what she had to do. That's how it goes.
Well, that's what the judge says.
Yeah.
All right, Harvey.
You know what? It's a real simple rule that the tenant has a duty to leave the place the way the tenant found the place. And that means that, if the place was clean, you have to leave it clean. The only thing you're not responsible for is normal wear and tear. Otherwise, if you damage it, you pay.